So first of all, in case you didn't notice, I'm playing on version 1.1.1, so I have all the fancy glitches. Also, this is a test run of a reroute. You might notice there's a lot of missing splits. On the left, I guess right now you can only see 2 of them, but later there's going to be a lot more missing splits. Yeah, the other run I did saved the tree, which is not necessary in this category, but we did it because we didn't know where Zelda would be. Now I think I know where Zelda will be, so I have rerouted to cut a few slow shrines that were only good because we had to go to the forest anyway. Replace them with some better shrines. And since I'm pretty sure that I know where Zelda will be, we're not going to save the tree. And if I'm wrong and Zelda's not there, then the route will be dead and this recording will never be uploaded. So if you're watching this, Zelda's where I thought she would be. Congratulations, you now know that. I will not know for another 2 hours. Also, the other run I did of the old route was the first full game category run that I've done, so the fact that I've never practiced the prologue really shows. And yeah, I'm a former Breath of the Wild speedrunner. This game is not, in terms of speed, all that much like Breath of the Wild, so some knowledge carried over. Mostly I'm just slow. If you want to watch high-level gameplay, you are in the wrong place. I'm just putting that out there. Like that, for example. There will be some cool shrine strats and skips later, but high-level gameplay, like I said. But what? Oh, you have to like run away. Okay. That's about an hour and 20 minutes away. Some interesting stuff will happen before then, though.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
The game is in French because personal preference. As far as we know, it's not actually faster. And yeah, if it turns out that this route doesn't work, or I just make a lot of mistakes and it's not better than the time on the left, then I will upload that run instead. But I made some pretty bad mistakes in that run, so hopefully that doesn't happen. The other thing that could go wrong is I could screw up the activation. So the way that this route works is you're going to build an aero bike. If you haven't seen that before, it's a construct with 2 fans and a steering stick, which is very maneuverable. You use that aero bike to activate like 17, I think, shrines in a row, and then warp back to all of them and beat all of those shrines in a row. So it's not super important that those shrines are activated in the right order. In fact, it doesn't really matter at all. But activating the right shrines is obviously kind of important, and because of the reroute, which shrines are the right shrines has just changed, so my muscle memory could be wrong now. So I practiced, or rather tested the other route a few times, but this is the first time I'm testing this
Non,
route.
non.
So.
Comment peux-tu les connaître?
See the splits on the left? Wow, that Great Sky Highland splits is really bad. You're correct, it's really bad. Part of that is that I'm slow, part of that is that I was taking it very seriously. Because yeah, I'm mostly doing this for fun and because I enjoy routing, and not so much because my goal is to do that. So once again, if you're here for high level gameplay, you're in the wrong place. If you're here for exciting gameplay, you should skip to whenever I split for activating Saratogomac, because after that is when things start actually happening. Inputs. The start of this game is amazing. There's just like 4 straight minutes of not pushing any buttons. Oh, also I didn't mention, but it's 2 a.m. here. So if I get really tired and start doing stupid shit because I'm tired, I may just call it quits, try again tomorrow, and upload the run whose time is already on the left. In which case you won't be watching this, so I'm not sure why I even bothered to say it. But yeah, I guess for my own sake, even if that happens tomorrow before doing another run, I will finish this file and just make sure that the Light Dragon is where I think it will be. Anyway, so for this route, it is very, very important that I collect a hot-footed frog on Great Sky Island. Like the any % route used to, I'm not sure if it still does, for the same pond. However, I am really, really bad at doing the thing where you land on the frog with the monster jump and just grab it immediately. Whenever I try that, I miss it by like an inch and then it just runs away. So I'm going to do an easier thing where I land on the other side of the pond and then just swim to it. The frogs never run away from you fast enough. It loses a little bit of time, but it means I don't have to reload until I get a frog, so comparatively it kind of saves time, you know? You may also be able to hear the game through my microphone because I am my capture card has like a built-in splitter and I'm playing the game on a TV. In which case I apologize, but I've not done recordings of this game before, so I haven't quite figured out the optimal setting for avoiding that kind of thing yet. Ha, we're not touching that. We're gonna touch a lot of, we're gonna touch a lot of thingies that look like it later in the run, but not that one. Oh. Okay. I'm not sure why it was going where it was, but that's fine. I would have liked to pick up the other one that just ran away from me, but it's not necessary, so not gonna worry about it. See, we're already doing better than the run with the splits on the left, because that run, actually, I don't even remember what happened. For whatever reason, I had to reload there. I also failed to kill the first construct with the boulder here, so I had to kill it with the spear. So yeah, we're just already doing a lot better. I also forgot to split on door, so we won't know how much better. Enough stamina here, yeah. Got it. What? Okay, whatever. That split was late, but for some reason life split did not split when I did. Okay. Breath of the Wild, you cannot run out of stamina while jumping like that. I know that it can happen in this game, I'm just still getting used to that fact. And yeah, I'm not doing crouch, throw, tap sprinting all that much. I was doing it a bit earlier, but I'm not very confident in my ability to do it and have it actually be faster. have some snapback on my Pro Controller's left joystick, so somewhat frequently I'll try and position the menu cursor on something, and then it just goes back to whatever it was on right before the thing I cared about. Which can be very annoying and probably means I should use the D-pad more, but whatever. No, don't push that. Oh my god. Whoa. Yeah, that's why I only do one handful there. It's because some of them almost always roll off, which means there's actually kind of a risk to duping at all, because mid-air sort duping, which is what that glitch is called, is relatively easy, but if you fail it, the only reason that it's usually risk-free is if you fail the dupe, then the items get taken out of your inventory, but they still end up on the ground and you can just pick them back up. But there, if the charges roll off the cliff, if you fail the dupe, they're gone. So there's some risk to even trying it there, but it has seemed worth it in the past because when I actually dupe them like for real later, having at least 5 of them off the bat means I can dupe more. And I did accomplish that goal, so I had 4 and now I have 6. I'm also probably going to lose some time on the fuse split because I'm going to try doing more of my duping on that split instead of later. Because shield durability in this route is a little bit questionable. This route has a lot of jumps and shrines, and jumps damage your shield. And my shield durability was a little bit close in the run on the other route already, and that route did fewer bomb jumps. Do I make this? Alright, now we have like a 1-minute cutscene or something absurd. So for a sense of how much time I've already lost, I think the any % world record split for this shrine is like 1940 something. So I've just like already lost a minute. I do expect to be like at least a few seconds behind that, even if I was playing really, really well, just because that one dupe that I do, the pause screen is up briefly, and that means it's going to be slower, but... oh yeah, as for split timings, I split on fade outs at the end of shrines, but my live split and the gameplay in OBS are not quite synced perfectly because of delay from my capture card. I have an old HD60, not an HD60S. So there's a small delay between what I see and what you see. And I have just never bothered to sync it in OBS. Anyway, so if you're familiar with recent any percent plateau routes, I'm not doing that because I don't know that route. So I'm doing this instead. Nice. This is like way more than I need, I think. Did I get them all? I think so. Oh, wait, I already have enough. No I don't. I can't count. Okay, now I have enough. 16. So in the other run, I did not dupe frogs there. I duped the frogs on the activate Geosyn split. Fan, purple pot. Oh, actually it just didn't drop any beam emitters. Okay. I don't want beam emitters, so that makes my life a lot easier. I only technically need 2 fans and a small number of wings. Sorry, 2 wings and a small number of fans, and then everything else that I need I can just dupe later. But getting more is good because failing the dupe on fans can be really bad, and does happen occasionally. It's like if I only got 2 fans from the thing, which has happened before, then I can never fail a single fan dupe in the run, or I won't be able to rebuild an aero bike later when I need to. Which would obviously not be ideal. Please drop more than 1. Fine. I failed that. That one should have worked though. So the rest of the chew jellies that I need, I will dupe later. just because, like I mentioned, shield durability is actually a little bit tight, and I think if I try and dupe them here with this shield, unless I could do them all in the same shield jump, the shield will break while I still need it. This shield will break eventually, but I sort of need it to happen at least after I pick up Potlit at Outskirts Stable, which is the stable at the Tsutsu Shrine, so that's that split. I didn't mean to take a step forward there. If that chest had hit me and damaged me, I would have totally deserved it. Okay, I shouldn't need those for anything, but there is something later that they could potentially be useful for, so I might as well pick them up. Guy doesn't normally hit me. Cool. Oh, you know, on the other run on this route, I did less duping, but I also failed the dupes, like, several times. I guess that's why I saved time. Also, duping frogs and failing it is really spooky, because just like those orbs that roll away, the frogs will run away. So if you fail the dupe and then don't successfully pick up the frog, you just lose it. Which is why you might have noticed I was duping at most 5 frogs at a time, even though it's perfectly possible to drop 15. I just don't want to. And that's why I don't crouch through a tap sprint. I have plenty of spare wings, so I won't try and dupe that one. Like, I have as many wings in my inventory as the route actually needs, so I don't have to dupe any. I just want the arrows. I picked up the bow. Oh well. I'm saving here because I hate this trick, and I could very well mess it up. I have enough wings that it shouldn't matter, but okay, well, I didn't mess it up. That's probably time save, because I think I messed it up in the other run. Oh, Link, please. I like how he makes a big deal out of how the limit of what you can build in with Ultra Hand is your imagination. I don't even know the backup strat for this shrine. I screw that jump up so like almost never. That, however, I screw up all the time because directions are hard. And then we like don't build anything in this shrine. Like we move a couple of stone platforms and then we just do that. Yeah, I must have messed up the wing thing in the other run because I know I did not mess up inside the shrine.
Oh. Hmm.
Also, I know I have a split for activating Geosyn, but expect to lose time there because there are, like I said, the way that this route works is we're going to ride an arrow bike around and activate a lot of shrines and come back to them later. And there is an additional shrine being activated on that split, which is somewhat far out of the way. So expect to lose time. Mosquito is back. So, falling in the water in this room is the bane of my existence, and I will have to go through this room 3 times. Because for actually turning in stamina at the end of the round, at the end of the run, this is the goddess statue that I'm going to use. So I'm going to have to come through here again. It's like sort of possible that using the statue at Kiononsis is actually, or the statue at Lookout Landing rather, is actually better, but getting into the bunker is so slow that I don't think so. Well, I didn't fall in the water, I was just generally slow. I don't think I fell in the water in the other run either, though, so...
Ah.
I do think I fell in the water the second time. That sounds familiar. I hate this. being fast in this shrine continues to elude me. Like, I think you can start rewinding this one faster or something. I don't know. Really? Yeah, I don't know. Casually, I didn't feel like those hands were all that precise, and then as soon as I started speedrunning GSI, I would get things like that, where they look like they're lined up, but they're not. Oh, the reason for the time save there is that the other run, when I ran off the edge here the first time, I jumped for no reason, and if you jump there with speed food, you get enough distance for Link to just hit the ground on the other side of the water, and you take full damage and die. So, I did not know that. And I took full damage and died. Just one of the many reasons that I'm recording this one instead of maybe uploading that one. I don't know if I can make this cycle. I can definitely make this cycle. Okay. I did not fall in the water. This heart is the bane of my existence because obviously we don't want hearts for this category. We want stamina because you need 2 full stamina wheels to get the Master Sword and no hearts. But you can't trade hearts for stamina until you've beaten a dungeon. So the requirements for this category are to either do 24 shrines, counting Great Sky Island, or 16 shrines in a dungeon, and all of the dungeons are so slow that it's just not worth it. There's theoretically an alternative style of route that's similar to this one, but instead of using a bike, you use auto-build cancel slides. I was talking to Venick about it, and he says that he thinks it would be a lot harder. So I'm not looking into that for the moment. But definitely a potential avenue for the future. With auto-build cancel slides, a dungeon might actually be worth it. Okay. Let's see if the same thing happens as happened last time here. No. Okay, interesting. In the last run, that wing fell off the platform, which I have never seen happen before and hope I never see again. That was very weird. Don't slide? Okay, cool. Sometimes, for whatever reason, if you eat those charges too fast, some of them just disappear without actually giving you any battery. So I know it's possible to eat them faster than I did, but that was intentional. It's also possible to make it to this island without using fans or charges at all, but it is way, way harder. Like, you have barely enough height to make it with like 6 Mazdoor jumps or something, or maybe even more than that. There's just not really a reason to risk it, in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's a bit faster, but like, I'm not too concerned with that right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera, because Mazdoor jumping works better. Interesting, those fans kept eating my battery after the wing disappeared. Thankfully I don't need my battery. Okay. There's an ancient arowana in there, since when? All the route testing and practice I've done, I have never seen an ancient arowana in there. Nope, don't want that. Please give fairy. Fuck. Okay, I will do fairy instead. That should be enough. But why bother? There, now I have 8 of them, and there is no risk at all for the entire run. You know, speaking of no risk, I could actually cook my speed food at this stable because I definitely have enough durability. I have to run right past the fan in this stable anyway. Did I just say right past the fan? I meant right past the pot. Okay, I mean, might as well. I think it'll be faster, so I'll try it. I'm not sure what the optimal order for doing things in this shrine is. I don't know if that'll work. Nope. Really? Do you make it? No. No, you do not. That should work. Should also work, just to make sure. Okay. I'm gonna lose some time for having made sure that that was going to work, but it's better than what I did last time and missing. Case in point, the time save here. Although, actually, I think what went wrong in the other run was because the fan fell off the ledge at the end of GSI, but that wouldn't have lost 2.5 minutes, so yeah, I have no clue. In theory, I want to preserve this wing shield, but, oh nice, I failed. Again. Bruh. Thank you. Oh wait, actually 3 is the right number. Okay, I just wasted shield durability for no reason. Anyway, this is on the same split that I did it last time, I'm just doing it in a different place, so... Getting these centered is impossible. Evidenced by the fact that I failed miserably, apparently. Where is the thing? It's over here, right? Yes. Oh, and picking it up does not refill your battery. How kind of the game. Wow, I actually didn't dupe enough of them? Okay. I actually need these 5 Zonai charges for something, so... I am not good at this today. If I didn't pick up that extra shield, could actually be a problem, but here it's fine. Because I have plenty of shield durability now. But okay, as you might notice, those small charges do basically nothing. Like, are we really going to... Wow, that was... Are we really going to ride the bike for... hello? I pressed A. Are we really going to ride the bike for 30 minutes, according to the splits, feeding it with small charges? And the answer is no, because there happens to be a large one just conveniently in that chest. Oh, oops. Oh, there you go, it's about to break. Wow, what the heck? Oh my god. Oh. last one didn't work because I lost too much height on the shield flip, but... Okay. I don't think this is quite enough for the whole run, but it's plenty until I have another shield. It's like way more than enough until I get another shield. Oh, actually that was 38. That might actually just be enough for the whole run. Do I need to do anything else at this point? Yeah. Okay, but not for a long time. In like 40 minutes, I'll have to dupe a bunch of bomb flowers. Okay, I would like to identify why this bike is not flying straight. I cannot tell. Because the thing that I'm about to have to do is really annoying if the bike is not straight, and I can't fix it once I take off. What is it? Is it the back wheel? The back wheel looks straight. That looks better, I guess. Feels about the same. Anyway, so if you look at the coordinates in the bottom right, we are currently at 200 elevation units, and the place that we're going is at about 1,000, so buckle in. This does turn out to be worth it, but yeah. The real reason that we're going into the sky here is because there's only a few Zonai device dispensers in the game that give steering sticks, and obviously in order to build this construct on demand, we need steering sticks, right? So I built this one with a random steering stick that's on the ground. And it's always on the ground there, but those are pretty rare. In fact, there's only like 2 other consistent ones that I know of. I was checking the object map earlier, but most of the ones that I was seeing on the object map were in the depths, and it's not very good at separating the surface of the depths yet. But yeah, so our best bet for getting steering sticks wherever we want is out of a Zonai device dispenser. So at some point, we have to go to a device dispenser somewhere that has steering sticks. Unfortunately, don't hit that. Unfortunately, the best one is after the point that we need them. So the next best one is a sky island. And it's actually not this sky island, it's one south of here. But since we're coming up here anyway, this crystal is not very far out of the way, so we get it. Is that attaching correctly? Alright, I've never really tried to fly this with a bike that's not properly straight. I'm actually gonna save. Actually, I'm not going to bother because I don't have steering sticks, so it doesn't matter. Okay, bike was straight enough. This thing is pretty spooky when you have a crystal attached to it because the weight is different. So like the way that you have to hold the control stick to make it not fall over is completely different. Okay, so there's a device dispenser right there, but it doesn't have anything that we care about. The device dispenser that does have steering sticks is up there. It's not quite loaded yet, but you can see a shrine just chilling on that island. There, now it's loaded. That device dispenser has steering sticks, so that's where we're going, and that's why I needed to keep 5 small charges. These guys noticing me does not matter. Okay, maybe it does matter. If they kill me while I've only ever had one of them actually hit me a single time before, and it was less of it hit me than I hit it and it died. So this is new. This might actually matter because I'm going to be taking cold damage in a moment. I could like eat a fairy intentionally. I don't think it's that big a deal. I'd like more than one. Alright, that'll do. I thought it flipped over, but that it does happen fairly frequently. Should be fine now. Oh, you know, I mentioned that there's one extra shrine in this part of the route now, but there's actually also one less shrine in this part of the route now. I don't know. There's a shrine that's like on the way that I cut because the inside of the shrine is really slow. And then there's the new shrine, which is somewhat out of the way, but the inside of the shrine is pretty fast. This thing that I'm doing with getting off the steering stick and grabbing it again is because I need to lose a lot of height. And holding straight forward while piloting this thing like this can lose you quite a lot of height over distance, but I'm going to that shrine right down there, and it is way too low for that. Like, keep in mind we just came from like 1,200 units in the sky, right? I think this is enough. So that shrine in the top left of the screen over there is the one that's on the way, but I cut. The inside of the shrine is a combat tutorial about throwing weapons, and even though the shrine is right there, it's just so slow. So we're not going to do it. There might be better options to cut, but that's what I'm doing. So instead you can see that stable in the distance, we're going there. And then it's the step after that that I am moderately worried about messing up. So this shrine was already in the route. I would do things in a slightly different order to get it, but it was already in the route. Pretty sure I'm going the right way. That shrine up in the top right on that island, it's easy to get to, but let's see, do I remember which one that is? The inside of that shrine is either way, way too slow, or that shrine is impossible without paraglider. I can't remember which one. I think it's the one that's way too slow. I spent like 5 or 10 minutes looking for a way to skip it without paraglider and just gave up. If you have paraglider, you would be able to skip it using a rocket shield, and I could actually get a rocket shield, so the Zonai device dispenser that I skipped and said it doesn't have anything we care about, it has rockets. It's just that rocket shields are a lot less good when you don't have paraglider, and I'm not getting the paraglider. The reason that they're a lot less good is that they go straight up, and when you're going over a wall with them, you usually don't just want to go straight up, because going straight up will get you over the wall, but it will not get you over the ledge at the top of the wall. You need the glider to help you with that part. So instead we'll be using bomb shields, which let you carry some of your forward momentum from the jump in the first place. And those are way better when you don't have glider. The other thing I'll be using is a glitch called infinite height, which if you're active in the Speedrun Discord, you've probably seen, but otherwise it doesn't have that many uses. So maybe not. The main thing that it helps do is fall damage cancel. So when we do fall damage cancels in this game, which you won't be seeing in this run because I have so many fairies. But the way that you do that is you get really close to the ground, and then you do a very slight variation on infinite height, and it resets your fall height. And then you don't take fall damage. Okay, so that extra shrine that I activated was obviously way further out of the way than the one that I skipped, so there's all the time loss. Looks like that was 1.5 minutes just on activating the shrine. Wow. Okay, so then maybe it's not worth doing that shrine. Like, I don't think the throwing combat thing is that slow. It's slow, but I don't think it's that slow. Oh, I guess I also lost time on duping, because my duping was really bad, so... That's maybe not the best comparison. I'll have to do a more accurate timing. But, yeah, experimentation's important, so... I don't feel bad either way. Like I said, this is a test run, so I'm making no claims that the route is optimal. I just want to know that the route works. What's the other split? Sir took them back. There's gonna be, I mean, I don't think I have a best, yeah, I don't have a best segment here. There's gonna be more time loss regardless on the split, even if I did have a best segment, because I'm activating an extra shrine on this split, which in the other run I activated later, because, I don't know, it's hard to explain. There's some branch shuffling, so in the other run, I went from a different shrine to the shrine that I'm going to activate on this split instead. But in this run, from the other shrine, which is in the sky, I want to do something completely different, which means I can't go back down to the surface shrine. So I'm going to get the surface shrine earlier and then go up, up, up. And that's the major part, actually, of what I want to test, because, yeah. It's pretty neat, but I've only done it on files that have, like, a lot more progress. Nice. And the main reason that it works at all involves having one of those diving trial shrines completely untouched. So on my main file, obviously it's been touched. And on the file that I did the last run on, I tried to check. But, you know, obviously, or maybe not obviously, that particular diving trial was already in that route. So I couldn't check that it works with that one. I had to check that it works with a different one. So I've never actually checked with the diving trial that I care about, which is pretty suspicious. Okay, where am I going? East to Yemio. This is Yemio. No, get off. Northeast to Yemi's. It's in those hills somewhere, I'm not sure where. I'm just gonna go up until I can see the swirls, I guess. I think it's in that one at the back. No, there it is. Getting out of this stop is going to be a problem. But, okay, where am I going now? North. East, actually. Okay, cool. There we go. It's hiding behind that pillar, but that's where we're headed. So this is the shrine. I used to go up to the Sky Island over there, I guess it's not loaded, and then fly back down to this shrine. But actually this shrine is a lot closer here. The reason for that was that I used to do a shrine that was higher up in Death Mountain, and I would go there from here, so you know, this is why traveling salesman problem is hard. This is when you're doing everything with an aero bike like this is basically a traveling salesman problem, unlike generic routing in this game, where you have access to warps and it's way more complicated. But yeah, so this way I think this order is better. This flight is pretty long, and then there's going to be another at least one decently long flight. And then another one that I have no clue because I haven't done it before. That's the thing that I needed the untouched diving, skydiving interaction for. Of course, it turned around the wrong way. Back into the sky we go. Except this time we are going way higher. So last time we went up to about 1,200 units. Curious where the dragon is. Last time we went up to about 1,200 units. This time we're going up to about 18, maybe 2,000 actually. I'm not sure. We're going very high. But we're gonna get there differently. So we're gonna take the bike up to that island, right in front of me. That's at about 850 units. So we're currently at 350, so yeah. Once we're up there, we're going to talk to the steward construct there, and the steward construct is going to send us all the way up. And this is the part of the route that really needs testing, because if you've done the skydiving thing before and you interact with the steward to get sent all the way up and then you try and leave, the steward stops you from leaving and he takes you back down to this island at the bottom. But if you've never done the diving thing before, you go up to the top and then you just don't interact with the pedestal to start the diving thing, you can just leave. The steward doesn't care. So we're going to abuse that to leave while we're very, very, very high up, because there's a pretty quick shrine up there. And then we'll come back and do the diving thing. Now, of course, just for one quick shrine, does that all seem worth it? Like, obviously that wouldn't be worth it. The real reason that it's convenient is that that shrine up at the top is pretty much right next to where it's pretty much right next to the Light Dragon's path, and based on what was happening in the other route, the Light Dragon will like actually be pretty close to that. So that's the plan. I also completely missed that split. Okay, so I need to not touch that thing, and then I need to build a new bike. Because mine is stuck at the bottom now. It's still loaded, like, when you go up to these things, your bikes don't actually despawn. That's not correct. Your bikes don't actually despawn, or despawn, which is really funky, but yeah, it's gonna despawn when I go into a shrine, so. Okay. Wait, that's the Light Dragon? That might be too far, but then again, maybe not. So she doesn't move while you're inside shrines, and almost the entire rest of the run after this, I will be inside shrines. Also, this run hasn't been perfect. So yeah, I will have to catch up to her, I guess. Okay, I need this to attack me. guess we're gonna have to catch up to her, but that's fine, because the bike is way faster than her. This is lower than it was last time I tested this. This is not good. Can I put this down here without, like, losing it? Yes. Can I get over there? Less clear, because I don't have glider. Okay. Yeah. Good autosave. Actually, which way do I want you to be running? This way. Might as well have him set the rock and try to bring it, right? I also could have lost more time there, because I didn't actually interact with this rock yet. I have no clue what was different, but... Bruh. Sus. Let's talk to it now. You want to interact with these before actually bringing them all the way to the shrine, because... while this text is up, the shrine won't appear. Actually, I guess I should have talked to it even sooner than that. Anyway, we're doing this shrine, so... but I'm not going to drink his speed food. So, hooray! My route does not say to open this chest, so I will not open this chest. I have no clue what's in there. The best split there is complete garbage. I should have deleted that, actually. That's completely meaningless. What did I just do? Because I didn't have to do this in that previous best split. I just warped there and did the shrine. So the light dragon is behind me. Heading east. After I do this dive, I will be spending, I don't know, less than a minute, ideally, outside of shrines. So she's not going that much further than where she is already, so I should be able to catch her. I might need to do more charges, but yeah, it looks promising. Whatever, if I'm gonna do more anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway. So by not interacting with this terminal the first time, we make this possible. This was the whole thing that I was trying to test with this route, and then plus the dragon ends up somewhere that I can actually reach from that shrine that I activated, and it seems like she will be. It is also entirely possible to fail this. I did in the last attempt. These rings are better though. Oh nice, on opposite sides. That should be enough. Yeah. Oh, what? Huzzah! The route is viable. Most likely. Right, so the light dragon does not move while you are inside a shrine, in case I didn't explain why it matters that I'm mostly inside shrines. So where she was when I entered the shrine, why did I pick that up? She's not going much further than that. Usually this guy hears the ruckus of killing the other one, and he like runs around this corner. Whatever. Anyway, why am I losing time there? Yeah, I mean, there might just be more overworld stuff in exchange for faster other things. I don't know. The shrine order here has also changed a bit. This is not the same order that I did the shrines in the other run, so that could easily throw me off as well. But there's a good reason for it. It's because bomb flowers are really good. So like I could theoretically do this shrine after getting bomb shields, and try and use a bomb shield to jump into this gap, but actually the bomb shield goes too high. So if I try to do that and I'm not like extremely precise with where I jump from, it doesn't work. So I'm not doing that. And then just for like cursor movement on the map, it's a little bit better to do that shrine there. So now I'm going to do this shrine instead of the closer one because this shrine has bomb flowers in it. So we're going to collect those bomb flowers and then start going crazy. So this is one of those slow, here's how you do whatever type of combat thing shrines. It's not the slowest one because we're gonna do the like basic combat training shrine that teaches you how to do the flurry rushes, and the inside of that shrine is pretty slow. I considered cutting it, but unfortunately, like, there is 0 time cost to activating the shrine. Like, it is right on the way. So, even though the inside of it is really, really slow, I think it's still good. But yeah, I think it's weird that this one rewards bomb flowers because you would, like, never throw a bomb flower. You would always put it on an arrow. Okay, sure, we're going this way. Oh, no, we're not going that way. So I'm going to do my bomb flower duping on this split, and I have no clue how many I need because the other route used bomb flowers for something that this route does not need them for. Wait, I failed that? And that, I guess. Or wait, no, that one worked. And I think that one worked too. Wait, no. Come on, stop. For some reason I expected to have an extra shield here. I'm not sure why. What shield did I think I was going to have? Oh, I think my other pot lid isn't usually broken here, but I did all of those extra shield jumps for no reason at Outskirts Stable. But yeah, this is what I meant, that we're spending very little time outside of shrines now. Like, this is most of the rest of the run. That was snapback from my Pro controller. That actually never happened while I was was practicing this, so that's cool. Anyway, yeah, if you've never seen this before, this is infinite height. That should be fine. So doing that is a little bit faster than doing that room the intended way. In this room, the intended way is literally not an option because it requires paraglider. I almost messed that one up. That should be fine. Cool. I have another gliderless strat for this room, but it is way harder. Did I drop 3? No. As evidenced by the fact that I'm saving, 4.5 minutes here. I developed the, and by developed I mean practiced infinite height, but I worked out this strat for this shrine between the last run and this run. So that was completely new. And there's, after Sapapa, there's no comparison until the end because Ren is a new shrine. That one's Sapapa. That wasn't in the route before, so yeah. There will be a best segment for most shrines, but no, like, time comparison. Yeah. For the first room of Ikochu, it's actually possible that the intended strat is faster. I didn't actually time it, but getting the practice with the infinite height before the room where it actually matters is I like that. Infinite height is a weird trick, and the inputs are weird. I will take every opportunity to practice it. I'm actually gonna take this, even though I don't strictly need it, just because you have to, like, slash at things a lot in this game. It's a one-handed weapon, so it is good for slashing. This is also another shrine where I'm going to save quite a bit of time, because in the other run, I did this shrine before getting bomb flowers, so I couldn't do that skip, which is just, like, strictly a mistake. Like, it is really hard to overstate how broken bomb flowers are. Okay, after this it's back to regularly scheduled shrine programming, except, and by that I mean the same as the last route, except for that one stable shrine that we activated on the bike earlier. But I think I'm gonna cut that one back out because the overworld time of getting to that one is a problem because of the dragon. I think that's why the dragon was so much further than I expected her to be. Wait, yeah, that's actually right. Okay. know if this will work though. It'll work. Easy. Wow. That worked too well. I'll have to figure out if there's a better way to position that. Oh, I did actually time this shrine to verify that it was fast before I decided to include it. And when I timed the shrine, the ball rolled up that ramp and then like clipped the edge of the container and just gently rolled straight into the hole, and I didn't have to wait at all. So of course, as soon as I do it in a run, it's way worse. Okay, this is the really slow shrine that I was talking about that like teaches us to do all the different combat tricks. As you can see, it says my best is 3 minutes, which is a lot worse than the series of 2-minute shrines we just did. And of course, that's 2 minutes, including 2 loading zones, a warp, and entering the shrine. So actually a lot faster than that. This is also like the perfect time for my speed food to be expiring, because I don't need to waste speed food during this. Oh, I do need to be a little bit careful. Yeah, okay. All of my shields have bombs on them right now. Which is actually a bad thing, because I need to do a perfect parry here. And the bomb will blow up in my face, so we're gonna do this. Okay, I will add a note in my route not to fuse 3 bomb flowers to shields after Sababa. I did it thinking that I would need one for Ren Is, I think, but that was not correct. In the previous route, I actually had a reason to pick up that bow, but no reason now. And the reward, oops. The reward for this is a Zone 8 sword, which actually I will take. I don't think I need it because I took the torch, but I might as well just make sure. So I'm losing a few seconds to opening the chest into that bomb jump. Alright, so we have 9 of 20 Lights of Blessing. Nice. I definitely wanted to put a stamp there. Bro. Thank you. If it's too far off center, then the boat will just spin and it doesn't make it properly to the other side. Yeah, like this, except worse. Normally it like kind of snaps to the center. Oh, I should have refused my bomb shields on this split. I'm gonna split late to make up for the time that I will be doing that. I just don't want to accidentally get a best because of a mistake. But I also can't do it inside a shrine, so I'm gonna, or sorry, I can't do it outside a shrine because the dragon will move. So I'm gonna go into Susugai and then do it there. Last run I accidentally fused those two cars together somehow. I spent some obscene amount of time trying to split them up again. That was a catastrophe. Yeah, I think I keep forgetting to test if a bomb shield can get you onto the railing for shield surfing in this shrine. Because, like, setting up that wheel is awful. It's hard to tell from watching it, but the wheel is, like, kind of rubbery, and as you push it down onto the rail, it tries to push itself off to the sides. And so actually getting it into the right place is extremely frustrating. If I could just do a bomb jump up into the air and then shield surf on the rail to the exit, I wouldn't have to deal with that. And that would be cool. Will this speed food last for all the shrines? It usually does, but I'm not actually sure. Like, I don't mean literally this one. Oh, that says 255. I thought it said 155. Okay, yeah, we're fine. I have another 5-minute one still. Oh, I keep forgetting to test this. Does this work? Yes, this works. Okay. I just warped to the wrong shrine, I think. I was supposed to warp northeast, and I warped straight east. Where am I? I am at Tajikot's. Okay. I will split Tajikot's when I finish Tukarok. Oh, I probably shouldn't have wasted a bomb shield on that. Okay, it's fine. I'll just do it this way instead. Ah! It's attached correctly. Thank you. Because of that mistake. Or I can just not. That works too. Okay. That mistake is really easy to make, unfortunately. This is another shrine where having paraglider and rocket shields would be a huge deal, because you can cross this whole gap with a horizontal rocket shield, but the raft is also pretty fast, so the time that we're losing is pretty much just the time that it takes to build. I'm not splitting here, right? Alright, what did I do? Yep. Okay. So I was supposed to warp here, and then to the shrine that's straight east of here, and then back to that stable shrine. This is fine. I have not been refreshing my bomb shields. I should have done that inside the last shrine. And I definitely need them here. Oops. I should only need 2, but oh, well, that's why I got 3. I might have to do some flowers. Like, if you thought I was kidding when I said I needed a lot of bomb flowers. However much trouble that particular bomb jump gives me, there's another one that I have even more trouble with. Although, I say that with too much confidence, considering I only realized that that bomb jump was possible like 3 hours ago. Okay, so I will split after this shrine. This shrine is Tukarok. so I just did these out of order. And I have cool tech for this shrine that I honestly have no clue how they missed in QA. Like, okay, you're supposed to have to use this card, take this ball very far away, yada yada yada. Instead, I'm gonna staple the wheel to that piece of metal, staple the orb to that contraption, grab this when it lets me. Wrong thing. That's why it's not working. Tilt this up. There we go. Tilt that against the wall. And now this orb is high enough that I can just grab it. And we're done. That could be done a bit faster than that. I have basically zero practice at that shrine, but one like somewhat significant improvement, I think, is you could bomb jump onto the ladder instead of climbing the ladder. It could be quite a lot faster. Where am I going? Nope, that one. That shrine that you could see in the background there was the one that I skipped on the bike earlier and said, yeah, it's like right on the way, but the inside is pretty slow. I think I might add it back because it's right on the way. And the fast shrine that I just did, hello, the fast shrine that I just did is pretty fast inside, but getting to it was really slow, and I thought it was worth it. I think I should probably headshot the one with the bow on my way towards the spike ball in the future. Because turning around to shoot him is pretty slow. What happened on this split in the other run? What the heck? Oh, I think I missed a split. I think I didn't split for the shrine before it. I think that's what happened. So, since we saw the light dragon, we did one bike ride that lasted quite a while. And then, other than that, we have spent almost all of our time in seconds. We've spent maybe 10 seconds outside, well, maybe more like 20 seconds. Come on. Okay, and this is the one that I just said I don't like, and first try. You can like fall into that corner, you can get a bad angle and not make it all the way up. Or like, sorry, you make it all the way up, but Link's feet never touch the ledge, and so you just fall back down. Generally, though, that angle is a little bit more forgiving than trying to just approach the wall head-on, because there's a wider set of angles that work. If you try and approach the wall head-on, you can, like, hit the wall on your way up, and that cuts your forward momentum, and then you don't make it over the ledge either. So 3 hours ago, when I realized that a bomb jump gets high enough to skip that, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to come at it head-on. And I was like, hey, wait, just running into the room and jumping at it works too. It has its own set of annoyances, but it works. So inside that chest is a diamond, which in the other route I actually got because the other route saved the tree and I needed something to do damage with, but now we can skip it. Nope. Okay. Cold damage. Oh no. I was going to do it while I waited for that to charge, but it was very fast. Do it at the bottom here, maybe. This was not a good idea, because I need Ultra Hand. I'm gonna ignore these guys and yeah. I'm like 50-50 on whether or not that guy's spin actually hits me. He almost hit me twice, because of course he did. But that's why we have fairies. I need at least one more bomb flower. I might have already had a bomb shield prepared, I'm not sure. Actually, what am I saying at least? I need exactly one more. But 2 is fine, because I can use a second one when I warp back to GSI. Ooh, actually, I could use... What am I doing? I could use 2. Okay, so this is the last major section where Zelda will be getting chances to move. Oh shit. Yo, that was sick. That was completely unintentional. I did not intend to make it that risky. Can I jump off already? I know that I usually wait too long here, because when you jump off this thing, you go crazy far. Yeah, this should be fine. I just need to make it around this ledge. Like that. Oh, nice. I have landed in the cold water and took fall damage. Right, So this whole time I'm doing this, Zelda is getting to move. But the trade-off is that I don't have to warp to this shrine. Like, I don't have to come here on a bike early and then warp to it later, like I do for the other shrines. So that's like a 20 seconds saved on the warp alone. And then the inside of this shrine is stupid fast. And we're up. And actually, I need, because I was saying I want to hit 2 jumps. I need 2. I think I failed the jump once in the other run, and then I don't think I fused the wrong flowers afterwards, so I'm saving a little bit of time on not missing the jump and then losing a little bit of time because I fused another bomb shield, whatever. That shrine is super cool. I'm a fan of that one being in the route. Could also get to it a little bit faster by jumping off the wing backwards. I just haven't implemented that yet. Okay, so now Zelda gets a little bit more time to move. And then we're gonna go find her. So she should be flying towards Death Mountain at this point. I know her route. I meant to dupe some more large zonite chargers while I was inside the shrine, and I forgot. So, oops. Yeah, I should be able to do this instead of ascending. Never mind. That would have worked, I just jumped too far away. And then I can use the other one instead of climbing over the water wheels here, I think. I mean, definitely if I do it from the side, right? Yeah, I'll experiment more. But leave room for that later. And then we're just going to save a ton of time on this split because the other route during this split was warping, well, it was coming out of Ikochiu, which is a shrine I did a long time ago. So it wasn't warping there again. It warped to Ikochiu, beat Ikochiu. Then from Ikochiu, it built a bike, flew the bike to a chasm, fell into the depths, rebuilt a bike in the depths, flew the bike in the depths to underneath the forest, ascended into the forest. That ascent takes like 15 seconds. Watch the cutscene. Turned in stamina in the forest. Did Zuggle like 6 times. Jumped into the depths again inside the tree. Killed Phantom Ganon. Like, all of that takes so long. And then talk to the tree to see where Zelda is. But we should know where Zelda is, so if everything is working, we should be very close to done. Nope. Oh my god. I mean, that stamp was sort of accurate in the sense that I'm very much hoping that that's where Zelda is. But, I definitely wanted to warp. That warp was incredibly fast. Oh hey look, there's Zelda. Wow. Who could have planned that? Oops. Oh my god. Snap back, please. That's only slightly sarcastic, by the way, because that is way closer than I thought she would be. Oh, I'm also gonna save here because I didn't see an autosave, and falling off of Zelda is a very real possibility. Like, landing on her with a bike is a challenge. Normally... Did I fail that? No. Normally I don't have any problem with it, but in the last run, I failed twice, so I'm just not going to risk it. And yeah, this bike is way faster than her, so we will catch up pretty quick. My brain saw the speed food run out and went, hey, you should eat another large zonai charge. And I almost did. Oh, look at that. Flying straight towards the breaking dawn. That looks so cool. What is she doing? She's flying much more down than usual. She usually stays at a pretty consistent height. Anyway, I'm not going to try and land on her body because that is crazy difficult. So we're going to fly alongside her until we're much closer to her head. And then we're going to try and land on her head. This bike has a pretty strong left drift, which might make it harder. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nice. And that's the game. Split on the sound that the Master Sword makes when it holds it up to the sky. I have to press A. I have to skip a cutscene and then press A one more time, so I'm not done with inputs yet. It's just hard to split at the same time as pushing A. So I think this cool moment works instead. Alright, that run didn't suck.
Link. Link.
Sub 2 is, like, definitely possible with better routing.
L'épée de
I mean,
légende.
it's probably even possible with
Ton
this
épée.
route. Someone that's just better at the game than me.
Elle seule est capable de détruire le roi démon.
But yeah, I will probably try...
Leur précédente rencontre l'a profondément meurtrie.
That stable
Mais le
shot
temps
intended and back.
et le repos refermeront ses plaies.
That should help. That will also reduce overworld
Tu
time, which
affronteras
might
le roi
make
démon,
Zelda
à
closer to
nouveau.
the end, which could also save another, like, however much biking that was, maybe a minute.
Et quand ce jour viendra, ta lame aura puisé en moi une puissance nouvelle. Tu es notre dernier espoir, le seul qu'il nous reste. Et je prie pour qu'elle retrouve un jour son chemin jusqu'à toi.